We have our first scoop on why Mary Kate Olsen is getting a divorce. The Chrissy Teigen New York Times columnist drama just went 0 to 60 real quick, and a bombshell story that has completely rocked the pro-life movement. I'm AlexClark, and this is POPlitics. The dirt is emerging on Mary Kate Olsen's pending divorce from 50-year-old Olivier Sarkozy.
I hear there's rumors on the internets.
A source says the two didn't see eye to eye when it came to the topic of children, and this insider is revealing that Mary Kate started coming around to the idea of having a baby and thinking about it seriously, but Olivier was a closed book on the subject and was opposed to the idea. He felt like he had closed that chapter of his life and didn't want to go back because he already has 2 kids from a previous marriage, and Mary Kate didn't like the idea of not being able to explore that possibility. I think this is all just a big misunderstanding. It's not that Olivier didn't want kids. He was confused because he thought Mary Kate was his kid.
I find little people to be untrustworthy.
You're not going to believe this update on the Chrissy Teigen drama with that New York Times food columnist who criticized her. Speedy recap in case you missed it. Alison Roman said publicly that she didn't agree with the way that Marie Kondo and Chrissy Teigen managed their brands. She's white, they're Asian. People called her racist. Same story, different day.
Why would I be offended by that?
I literally don't even know, but people were, and so she apologized and blamed it on her white privilege because that's what people wanted to hear. Now, it's been a few days, Chrissy forgave Alison and accepted her apology, and everyone seemed to move on, except the New York Times, apparently, because they just suspended Alison's food column and put her on leave and refused to give a reason why.
This will not stand, you know? This aggression will not stand, man.
Except we do know why. They think Alison committed a crime by criticizing 2 women who happen to be minorities over something that had nothing to do with them being minorities. The goalpost for cancel culture has officially been moved to having an opinion. That's it. And she's a flippin' columnist. They pay her to have an opinion.
I will not stand for this.
The good news is Chrissy Teigen is really anti-cancel culture and said that she vehemently disagrees with this move by the New York Times, had nothing to do with the decision, and wants Alison to get her column back.
I'm not mad at you. It's okay.
What did we learn? In a world chock full of uncertainty, there is one stable constant that we can always count on, and that's the New York Times being the absolute worst.
The only way it could be worse is if you were like a serial killer.
And I definitely saved the best story for last today, and by best, I mean juiciest.
This is a case for the FBI.
FX is premiering a documentary tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern and on Hulu Saturday that tells the story of Jane Rowe, AKA Norma McCorvey, AKA the woman known as the plaintiff Jane Rowe in the famous Roe v. Wade Supreme Court case that legalized abortion in 1973.
I was pregnant and I was scared. These 2 attorneys were looking for a plaintiff to help overturn the Texas abortion laws. That was Roe versus Wade. Norma McCorvey, AKA Jane Rowe.
She became uber famous because as a plaintiff in the case, she argued for abortion to be legalized, and then she became a pro-life activist and spent the rest of her life telling people how much she regretted playing a part in legalizing murder.
Holy shnikes.
So everyone is sitting here thinking, okay, this doc is gonna be about that. But no, in a new clip teasing the movie, Norma says that she only became pro-life because she was paid?
This is my deathbed confession.
It's getting real wild now because people on the pro-choice side are elated by the supposed deathbed confession, of course, and people on the pro-life side are going, what the heck? Norma was truly pro-life. She was completely tormented by the role she played in legalizing abortion. She talked about it often. Her former priest who converted her to Catholicism and knew her and coached her spiritually for 22 years said she was very sincere. The former Planned Parenthood director, Abby Johnson, said that she believed her and got to know her, plus countless other people who have spent time with her over the last few decades.
What just happened?
So, first thing first, we absolutely all have to watch this over the weekend. And 2, what do you think about this supposed deathbed confession? Was she mentally tormented, but still pro-life, maybe saying this stuff for attention or something weird? I don't know why she would say all this. Or was she truly pro-choice and faked it all these years for money? Maybe we can ask James Comey to investigate. He's an expert, right?
But then the explanations, the shifting explanations, confused me and increasingly concerned me.
Absolutely no help, as per usual.
Well, that was completely useless.
Tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific, why Lana Del Rey is calling out Cardi B, Beyonce, Doja Cat, and Ariana Grande, and she is getting some heat for this. You can now listen to POPlitics, subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, and more. Subscribe, leave us a 5-star review. Thank you so much. Don't forget, like this episode, leave a comment, tell me what you think about this Jane Rowe scandal, and share it to your stories. It's pop culture without the propaganda every single day. I'm AlexClark, and this is POPlitics. Please subscribe, thumbs up, share this video, and ring the bell for notifications so you never miss the CUTEservative. And make sure you're following this show at POPlitics on Instagram for even more CUTEservative content. Click below to watch yesterday's episode.